talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting him stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time, be humble.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Come on. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Go, go. Motion, motion. 57.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Hey, hey, hey. You got three.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ballage. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Ballage. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run here with Ballage. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 22. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball try. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 57.
Second and 11. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Dolphins first down. Ready. Come on, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Let's go one more. Tie it right. Everyone's got 4 down. Go. 15.
They'll look to throw here. Going deep here for Parker. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check 27. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try.
And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 21-0 our score after 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
12. Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Dolphins have got him.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right, and this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll roll him out right, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Penny, a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Check right, check right.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the ball. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Zebra.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Check 55 to mine. Stop your whining. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Go, go, go.
On third down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
That's good for our Seahawks. Gotta go, in and out. Go. That's it. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to us, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerome Baker, his second sack of the night. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Check pass.
36 power.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
12.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
18.
Get that quarterback.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, Dorsett making the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They come up in an offset eye.
55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try to run with Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check. Crunch.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett second with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down, Miami.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2nd and 9 now. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Alert, alert, alert.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go.
Mike 55.
One left.
Echo.
Tempo, start.
Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go. 4 down. 4 down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
14.
Ricky.
Mike, 55.
Good cut.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's get this.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go. 4 down. 4 down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 43.
Friday.
Bang.
Check 15. Check.
Any weapon.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Dorsett's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Friday.
Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
No. Off. To the roll. West.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got him.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down, Miami.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This is Carson. And he's got some space here.